Have you ever heard the story of the salt merchant and his very clever donkey? Let me tell you, it's a tale with a twist you won't see coming. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, lived a salt merchant. Every single morning, he would load heavy bags of salt onto his donkey's back. Their daily journey took them from their village across a gentle little river all the way to the bustling town market. It was a long, hard walk, especially for the donkey carrying that heavy salt. One sunny day, as they were wading through the river, the donkey's hoof slipped on a smooth stone and splashed. He tumbled right into the cool water. He scrambled back to his feet, a bit wet but unharmed. But then he noticed something amazing. His load felt ... light. In fact, it was almost weightless. The salt had dissolved in the river, washing away his heavy burden. The donkey thought to himself, "Wow, that was fantastic. I've discovered a secret to an easy life." He decided he would try this little accident again. The very next day, the merchant loaded him up with fresh, heavy bags of salt. The donkey trotted along, humming a happy little tune in his head, waiting for his chance. As soon as they reached the middle of the river, he deliberately pretended to slip and took a big, dramatic fall into the water. Poof! Just like magic, the salt melted away and his load became wonderfully light. He felt so proud of his clever trick. But the merchant was no fool. He had been watching closely and saw the little twinkle in his donkey's eye. He understood exactly what was happening. "Ah," he thought with a knowing smile, "so my little friend thinks he can outsmart me with laziness. We'll see about that." The following morning, the donkey was excited for another easy day. The merchant loaded the bags onto his back, and they felt just as heavy as usual. The donkey didn't suspect a thing. He happily trotted towards the river, ready to perform his trick one more time. When they got to their usual spot, he took his practiced tumble into the water. But this time, something was very, very different. Instead of getting lighter, the bags started to get heavier and heavier, and heavier. They felt like they were filled with giant rocks. The poor donkey struggled to stand up, groaning under the impossible weight. The merchant hadn't filled the bags with salt that day. He had filled them with sponges. The sponges soaked up all the river water, making the load 10 times heavier than before. Struggling to the riverbank, the donkey finally understood. His clever trick had backfired spectacularly. The merchant patted his neck gently and said, "You see, my friend, trying to cheat your way out of hard work only ends up making things harder for yourself." From that day forward, the donkey learned his lesson. He carried his loads honestly and always crossed the river with care, realizing that a little hard work is much easier than the heavy weight of a bad shortcut. Isn't that a great story? It just goes to show that honesty really is the best policy. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales. See you next time.